Imagine for just a moment not shrinking from an opportunity that's presented itself to you. Imagine not stifling your voice when you feel like you've got something to offer. What if instead you stepped forward, if you more fully embraced opportunities that came your way? What if you spoke up with fewer reservations and let your voice be heard with clarity and conviction? Stay tuned and find out what could be possible. Welcome back to the Daily Dose. I'm Dr. Lance Garrison. I'm a psychologist with a background in health psychology and behavioral medicine, and I'm dean for the College of Professional Psychology at the Chicago School. The Daily Dose is my opportunity, my attempt to share insights in the way that we think, in the way that we feel, and talk about strategies for better managing our thinking and feeling so that we can, in some small way, begin to create better lives for ourselves. So thank you so much for joining. Opportunities are quite literally all around us, yet often we find ourselves hesitating when they arise. We doubt our abilities or we fear failure if we try to step forward to them. But what if we approach these opportunities with more courage and a greater sense of conviction? What if we just said, I'm stepping into the fray, and we saw those opportunities as stepping stones to growth and greater fulfillment? Embracing opportunity really means stepping outside of your comfort zone. It means being willing to take some risk and seize the moment when it arises. And when we do that, it gives us an opportunity to recognize our potential for growth and learning in every situation, even those situations where we're feeling uncomfortable or uncertain. And when it comes to our voice, your voice, our voice, is the most powerful tool we have for self-expression and for advocacy. And yet too often, I think many of us find ourselves holding back from speaking up out of fear of judgment or fearing rejection. But what if we let go of that fear as well? And we spoke with truth and we spoke with confidence. Unleashing your voice means, to a degree, owning your story, sharing your perspective, and advocating for what you believe in. It's about speaking authentically and speaking boldly, even in those moments where it feels really difficult or potentially unpopular. So, what would life be like if we stopped shying away from opportunities and we started embracing them more wholeheartedly? What might be possible if we stopped stifling our voices and we let them ring out with clarity and conviction? This stepping out and taking the risk is something that I personally struggled with for a lot of my life. I always found a way to justify not stepping forward. I found a lot of ways to creatively rationalize why I didn't have that conversation with someone interesting at a social gathering, or for why I didn't step forward and more fully explore an opportunity. Fortunately for me, I had a dear friend who kind of nudged me along, encouraged me to show up more authentically. And honestly, when I did, there was a whole new world that opened up to me. So when we do this, when we step forward, it can lead to a life filled with growth and fulfillment and much more purpose. It can be a life where we pursue our dreams, where we make our voices heard. And it starts with a simple choice, not an easy choice, but a simple choice. And that's to embrace opportunity and to let your voices be heard. Now, when we do this, when we take this approach of not shying away, when we kind of intentionally step forward, it's important to understand that we encounter resistance. Others are not always going to appreciate that approach or like that approach. It's going to feel uncomfortable, particularly at first. And we may find ourselves feeling embarrassed, particularly early on. It's not the easy path. But the easy path is the status quo for too many of us. The easy path is not one that's going to yield the growth of which we're capable. And the easy path certainly holds far less opportunity to enrich our lives more fully. So the next time an opportunity presents itself, try not hesitating. Try stepping forward and seizing it with both of your hands and letting your voice be heard. Embrace the power that kind of exists in that opportunity and allow it to unleash your potential. Thank you so much for watching today. And if you found this video helpful or hopeful, or maybe even a little inspiring, please take a moment, just one brief moment, to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, fear not, share your voice, take the risk, and step forward into the fray.